everybody, Sadness here, and today we're going to be speedrunning Egg Inc. again. Probably a year ago to the day, I did a speedrun in Egg Inc. where I got every single diamond trophy for every egg except for Enlightenment Egg, which is like some challenge egg at the end that takes 3 months to beat, so obviously we didn't do that one. But we do every other egg, and today I wanted to revisit that challenge and beat my time. I think last time we got a time of like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm hoping this time that we can destroy it, and so part of this is inspired because somebody went out, and I'm gonna put a link below to their video. Somebody went out and saw my video and then destroyed my time, my hour and 15 time. They destroyed it with like a 21-minute time, I think it was. And yeah, just like a little bit above 20 minutes. And I was like, holy shit, that's like 5 times as fast as what I did. And yeah, so we're just about to finish the edible egg right now, and so we're gonna go on to the superfood next. And you'll notice I'm not collecting the trophy, and this is because we've already collected all the trophies. We did that in my speedrun video last year, so it's not exactly collecting all the trophies speedrun, which isn't what the person who beat my time did either. They just get to 10 billion chickens on every egg before moving on. And so we're gonna do that too, which I think it makes sense because that is the diamond trophy threshold. And you can always just collect all of the trophies at the end. I'm pretty sure they just stay there in the queue. And so technically we could have done that speedrun without collecting the trophies as we went and just collecting them all at the end. And so the way that I have this going is the rules are gonna be that time starts once you gain the ability to touch the screen on a fresh prestige to the edible egg. And you'll know that you have the ability to touch the screen because the edible egg will glow up. It'll like light up, and that will indicate that you are now able to play the game. So on the first frame that you have the ability to put an input in, I put the timer to start, and it's going to end on the frame where we get 10 billion on the last egg, which is universe egg. Now it seems like we're about to finish up our second egg, and we're moving on to our third egg, which is medical egg. We are 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the run, so we're making really good process. There's like about 20-ish eggs, so we're on like about 20-minute-ish pace, I think. But it should speed up because the later eggs are more valuable, so we can do some strategies to go a lot faster. Not too much faster, but you know, a decent amount faster. Currently the strategy is really simple. It's just open up the egg, buy 3 habs, or buy 2 or 3 habs, doesn't make a difference really. Then go into the research and just max everything out until we can afford the 4 maximum habitats, and that's what you just saw me buy. And then buy a few trains so that we can have more income, and this is only for the low value eggs. Then after that, we max the rest of our research until we have 18 levels of wormhole dampening, which is the thing that increases the size of our habs. And then after we have that, we go and we wait. And we do what we just did there. We switch eggs once we get to 10 billion. The moment I'm seeing the number 10 billion, I'm hitting the OK button, go. And so yeah, just buy some initial habs, upgrade all the research. Once we can afford it, go max out the habs, then buy a couple transportation devices to get more money, then go back into research to max out the rest of the research until level 18 wormhole dampening, and then just wait on the menu to switch eggs. And I'm just doing that over and over and over again. We're on rocket fuel egg now, which is great. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole run. But you know, it's only 4 minutes into the run so far. There's 13 more minutes of me having to go blah 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 blah. Yeah, and looks like we're finishing up the rocket fuel. Now we're on to super material. And so let's talk a little bit about this week. So this is Egg Week. The reason why I did this speedrun exactly a year ago on a Sunday is because it was Speedrun Sunday. So this is gonna be my first Speedrun Sunday video technically in like, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. I don't know why, it's been really hard to keep making them, but maybe I'll get back into it. But either way, we're on the super material egg, and this is a Speedrun Sunday video, and it is going well. So now, yeah, so this is, it's fun. I love when my Speedrun Sunday videos are me reclaiming a world record or taking a world record or something like that. Even though this is like a silly meme category that there's only 2 people who've ever run, me and the person who I'm linking down below. But I bet you that they're gonna come back and steal this time, because this time is not perfect. Like, I screw up a lot. Like right there, I just wasted a couple seconds. Right there, I misclicked on that one thing, I think. And look, I'm not even clicking on wormhole dampening right now. So anyways, this run's not perfect, so hopefully they do take it back. Maybe I'll try to take it back from them if they do. It's really expensive to do this speedrun because of the fact that you have to use the artifacts. What I did was, before this run started, I prepared by first putting on my max dilithium set, which I'll show on the side there. And then after using the max dilithium set, I launched off the 4 boosts that I was going to use, which was, or sorry, the 5 boosts, which were 3 of them were the 1000x tachyons, and 2 of them were the 50x boost beacons. So, you know, the most expensive set that you can really do. But we gotta go fast, you know? You gotta go as fast as possible. And then after that, I put off my my dilithium artifacts, and I turned on my IHR boosting artifacts. IHR is internal hab rate, for those who don't know. Anyways, so now we're on the fusion egg, and we're about 6 minutes in, so we're doing pretty good. Looks like we're finishing up the fusion egg. And now there's a new egg. Oh no, there's not. Now we're doing the quantum egg. And so yeah, the quantum egg is fun, but let's talk about this week. So this is egg week. Like last year, I started off egg week with this speed run for all the diamond trophies, and then I did some tutorials throughout the week on Egg Inc. And so that's kind of going to be the plan for this week as well. So tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to do a tutorial on contracts. We're going to go over the rankings system. We're going to go over the contract score system, useful artifacts, things like that. And hopefully it will be a helpful tool for people in the community who play Egg Inc, you know. But it's not going to be too in-depth, and I kind of want to just like surface level tell you pretty much everything you need to know so that you can brain dead play the game. I'm not going to go too far into the math is what I'm saying. I'm just going to tell you what to do. Anyways, so now we just finished quantum egg, and we're moving on to the crispr egg. And I'll talk a little bit more about the crispr egg in a second. But before we do, let's talk about Tuesday, where we're going to go over artifacts. So, artifacts are like a core part of the Egg Inc game. They're what enable this speedrun to be so fast, for instance, you know? And I've always wanted to do a tutorial on all of the artifacts. There's a lot of artifacts, and so it's really stressful for me. But I'm gonna do my best to get a tutorial out about artifacts and like maybe rank them in terms of usability and helpfulness, because not all artifacts are actually all that useful. In fact, there's a meme about artifacts, which is that the actuator, I think is what it's called, is just so useless, but it's like valued so high by the game mechanics, and it makes no sense. But it's a meme because of that, because it's like so expensive but useless. Looks like we're finishing up the crispr egg, and we're gonna move on to the tachyon egg. Fun fact about the tachyon egg, there's a little green pixel off to the bottom left of it. If you look really closely, you can see a green pixel. That's just floating there, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you know, tachyons are a theoretical particle that exists when a substance moves faster than the speed of light. It's kind of like a sonic boom particle, except for light instead of sound. And so I think that little green thing is a reference to like the high energy tachyon just going whee and flying away after moving faster than the speed of light. But we're already like maxed habs on the tachy egg right here. And so you'll notice that now I'm doing it faster. Like I don't have to upgrade as much to max out the habs. And soon we're not even gonna upgrade at all before we max out the habs. Anyway, so that is the plan for Tuesday, is to go through a nice little tutorial about the artifacts. And you know, I hope that these tutorials are helpful. I know that my tutorial that I did last year about how to prestige in Egg Inc, that video got 12,000 views at this point, which is just utterly insane. I don't understand. Thanks everybody so much who watched that. I'm floored. It's the most views I've ever gotten on anything, and it just keeps going up. So clearly people find it helpful. It's so funny. I feel like I look so ugly in that video. I just don't look good. But that's not as important as it just being a helpful tutorial. And so hopefully it is a helpful tutorial for everybody. And hopefully these ones that I'm going to be releasing in the coming days are also helpful. So after that, it's going to be Wednesday. Oh, we finished the tachyon egg, and now we're on the graviton egg. Just to keep in touch with what's going on the screen right over there. So I think that officially makes us halfway through the challenge, or a little bit over halfway. Yeah. the graviton egg feels like the halfway point through the game, so. But anyways, on Wednesday, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over some enlightenment strategies. We're going to be going over like the earnings bonuses that you might want to have, and also artifacts that are helpful during it. And yeah, so that'll be nice. It's not too complicated. It's mainly just wait as long as you feel like you can wait. Okay, we just finished graviton. Now we're on the dilithium egg, the pretty pink. Love the dilithium egg, and we already are maxing habs. You notice I don't even do the initial setup. Like I used to like buy some initial habs, but now I skip that until I can max out the habs. But that was a time waste right there. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't max out the 4th hab. I only maxed out 3 of them. So I screwed up, which is why this time can be improved. Please beat my time. I would love that, to have a lot of people racing in this category. Yeah, and so on Wednesday, we're gonna go over all the different enlightenment strategies. And so hopefully people won't end up like me. When I did enlightenment, I screwed up. Well, I don't know if I screwed up, but I did it really early. I did it when I was a Zeta 2, and I hit the button, the red button. I hit the button for 56 hours straight, and that's how I beat enlightenment, which is just ridiculous, and no one should do that, but that's what I did. I think this is the AI egg. Is that what comes after? Or is it the prodigy egg? This is the prodigy egg, I think. So anyways, we're on to the egg after dilithium. Also, I don't know if you noticed that I have a rocket that is waiting for me to look at it. I still haven't looked at it. This was like 4 or 5 hours ago. I've just been like, I'm like, well, I don't know. And I just left it to the side. Hopefully it's like mildly infuriating to just have a rocket there that hasn't been looked at yet. But not actually infuriating, just kind of as a meme. And okay, so then on Thursday, all of these eggs you see here, that one that we mentioned earlier, the CRISPR egg, that's a new egg. And so on Thursday, what I wanted to do is I wanted to redo my video that I did last year about an egg tier list. I like showed pictures of the eggs and the habs, and or the internal hatchery, I guess is what it is. And I rated them, I put them on a tier list, and the only problem is that they removed the immortality egg and replaced it with this egg called CRISPR. And so that tier list is out of date, and also that tier list was never up to date because I actually forgot all of the contract specific eggs, like the Easter Bunny egg, which totally belongs in triple S tier. So I'm gonna redo that video with all of the eggs that I missed, and that should be fun. Yep, and then on Friday I'm gonna do the video everyone's been waiting for, which is I'm gonna go over the more advanced prestiging strategies. Yeah, in my last tutorial, the one that got referenced that got 12,000 views, I only talked about the 3 most common strategies, which were preloads, all-in-ones, and multi-stages. And all of these, right after actually I made that video, the multi-siege strat in that became out of date because people in the community came up with some new prestiging strategies. And over the past year, there have been 2 additional ones as well that have become viable. And so I'm gonna go over, basically I'm gonna go over the IHR stage, the Piggy stage, and I'm gonna go over the Lunar stage, and we're gonna compare the benefits of them and like go over all of these more advanced strategies for prestiging that like just were not a thing before, but now are a thing. It's insane, and part of it is because the developer updated the game, and so he made different things viable that weren't viable before. He added a whole new type of boost, the dilithium egg, or the dilithium bulb, that like makes it so you don't actually have to hold the button, which is really cool, and like a huge quality of life update. Also, we're on the dark matter egg, which means we're like coming to the end of this speedrun, slowly but surely. And we started at 1410. I wonder how fast these last eggs are gonna go, so just keep in mind, we started this at 1410. When are we gonna get to the next egg? Anyways, then after we go through all of the prestige strategies on Saturday, there's not gonna be an Egg Inc. video, I don't think. Maybe there will be, but I don't think there will be, because Saturdays is usually the day that I make either a Sad Stories with Sadness video, or I go and stream Stardew Valley, so we're already gonna be tied up on Saturday. But then Sunday is Egg Day, and for those who don't know what Egg Day is, it's basically the only day of the year worth prestiging on. Okay, so we started this egg at 1410, and we're gonna be finishing it any moment now. it seems like it's taking like, it took less than 50 seconds. So we started out, edible egg took us like 1:15. Now they're taking us about 50 seconds. So we really did speed up, which is why this speedrun is as fast as it is that the later eggs can go much faster. But now we're on the AI egg, which I think means there's 3 eggs left. It's the AI egg, then the nebula egg, and then the universe egg, I think. And then time stops immediately once we get to 10 billion on the universe egg. But yeah, then after Saturday, on Sunday, it's egg day, and my plan is to stream. For those who don't know, last year I did the insane thing, and I set the goal to prestige for 24 hours straight. I did not succeed in my goal because I was not doing good. After like 18 hours, I was like, oh my god, and so I took a 2-hour nap. And I only ended up streaming for 22 of the 24 hours. And actually, I think it might have been even worse. I think it might have been 22 out of the 26, because I think he might have extended the event. But either way, last year we did 22 hours straight of IHR prestiges. And this year, I'm thinking that we'll do it again, maybe not. But we're not going to do IHR stages. We're probably going to do lunar stages. And the reason for lunar stages is that they're so much lower effort. And like, that means that we are free to actually like do other things at the same time. And like, we can play Egg Inc, but also like maybe we can play Pokemon, or maybe we can like play Pumpkin Panic or something else at the same time. Just make it easier for me to go 24 hours. So we're finishing up Nebula Egg now, and we're moving on to the final egg, which is the Universe Egg. And it's looking like our time's gonna be somewhere in the 17-minute, maybe it'll be 18 minutes. We'll see. We're at 1650 when we start, so that means that it should be sub 18. It should be like 1740, maybe 1745. I don't know what the time is when it ends. But my prediction is going to be like somewhere around 1740, 1745. And that's really good. But I feel like if somebody really wanted to, they could probably get this time down to 15 minutes or maybe sub 15. This is the first sub 20. I did the first run at hour 15, then To Be Frank did the second run at 20-ish minutes. Then I got the sub 20, so now one of y'all needs to go and get the sub 15 for me, okay? Thank you very much. Okay, but yeah, so this run is coming to an end now, and let's see it. What's going to be our final time? Looks like we're at 9 billion and 1742. That is the time. Okay, so we did it. And thanks everybody so much for watching, and I'm really looking forward to Egg Week this week. Little happy shakes on the screen. Anyways, toodaloo everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.